hear me? What's going on? Play the little keytar. It happens. Hell yeah. Alright, let's see. It's been a minute since I played this game. I've played as Old Dominion. I played as the Owls. One of the Texases. Hell yeah. Texas State number 3. Okay, they got some pretty cool little uniforms going on here. Let's see. Hell yeah.
Welcome to San Marcos, Texas, home of the Texas State Bobcats, a place widely known as one of the continuously inhabited sites in America.
There are no names on our
jerseys. And we
jerseys.
expect our crowd to continually inhabit and make their presence known in this game.
We're all equally as bad.
Battle
That's
in
what
the
that means.
Lone Star State, and when you play another team from Texas, it just feels a little bit bigger. As we'll see a squad from the AAC, the North Texas Mean Green, taking on a team from the Sun Belt, the Texas State Bobcats. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. North
Blank
Texas
with
will
the
kick it
fourth
off to get this
touchdown of the
game
year.
underway.
And they're chanting.
And they thought about a return, then
Silence.
thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. On first down, here comes this offense. They'll give it to the back.
Oh,
They've got him down at the 40 after he ripped off 15 yards.
It's so nice as an offense to know you can
No.
generate
Oh, yeah,
explosive
you're-
plays by handing the football off to this guy. He's got incredible speed.
uh-oh. Oh no. Can you hear me? Yeah.
Wide out in motion. Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass.
Oh.
They'll get him stopped at the 45, but it's a big 15-yard pickup and a first down.
Man, this guy is exciting to watch. When he has the ball in his hands, he can make magic happen. They're going to throw it to him. They're going to hand it off to him. They're going to get him the ball in a variety of ways, and they're doing it early in this game.
Movement here from the tight end. Use the play fake, now to throw. Dances away. They get it down to the 35 before he stopped. 10-yard pickup on the play, and it's a first down.
Man, how tough is this guy to defend? He drops back, everything tells you pass, and then he scrambles and gets the
His name
first
is
down. Just
McLeod.
so hard to defend.
It's a hell of a name.
From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. Back to throw, it's McLeod.
What? Where did that come from?
Show off those return skills, but he gives his offense the ball at the 29.
All right, good news. The game just got started. There's still a lot of football left to play. The bad news is, though, you've already now turned it over and handed the defense an interception. Quarterback's going to have to be more dialed in with his decision-making in this game.
A first down for the offense.
Did you see Lee Corso retired finally?
Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. He's got a yard out to the 30-yard line.
He's on his head.
Now that's what you're trying to do as a defense. Limit those damages when they run the football. Get them on the ground, short gains to set your defense for positive situations down the road.
Oh.
How about that play to
How about you catch that fucking ball, you fucking...
Well, the QB looked like he knew where he wanted to go with that football, but give the defense credit. They were able to swat that one away.
Yeah.
It'll take some work to get to the sticks. It's 3rd and long from the 30. Setting up the screen.
Oh, wow.
Makes the grab, and it's enough for the first down before he's dragged to the ground.
Hey, man, sometimes you get the perfect play call at the perfect time. That time the defense blitzing, offensive line allowed everybody to run upfield, and they slipped in the running back screen, and behind it there was nobody there to make a tackle, and this offense generates a massive play.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. He's looking to throw. Fires the pass. Intercepted. Bringing it back. Touchdown, Texas State. What a great play by the defense and paying it off with the interception return.
It's all right. You're probably still going to win by 30.
Gave them exactly what they needed, not only with a stop, but with a touchdown.
And finding ways to impact the game early in the game, just make impact plays, right? The defense wants to
make smart decisions sometimes.
Great job creating a turnover and getting points off it.
They'll try to tack one more on their score.
I'm definitely not going to have a problem. Oh, okay.
And he's got the extra point.
Definitely not going to have a problem kicking a field goal.
They're lining up to kick it off after the
it's the only latte.
Defense will come out feeling it. And he'll just...
They need to just make one if they haven't already.
25.
Yeah.
North Texas takes possession. The Mean Green offense will return to the field. The big thing now, don't get rattled.
Waking up in the morning and drinking a Starbucks latte.
It was a big mistake.
Drink a Miller
latte.
latte.
The defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick six and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do because of that singular instance. I'll say this.
Is it 9 a.m.?
Play beat you twice. You got to go out and not try to get it
it's
all
not for
back
Miller
here in one
latte.
play. Just execute it.
And it's intercepted. A turnover from the defense. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Okay, so
Do you hate your life? Is it 9 a.m.?
Back to pass. It's McLeod. Gets it out fast.
Oh, and I hurdled him
all
too.
the way down to the 8-yard line, and the defense is feeling the heat. Ever since they invented the forward pass, the tight ends have been running the drag and getting the first down.
I think it's because the tight ends is so much versatility. You know, they can block and stay in the formation, or they can release and come out. But either way, if the quarterback's patient most of the time, that drag route's going to come open. And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch. So pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to push.
Oh. The end zone, it's picked off. And he's brought down after the pick, but not before putting his offense in business.
Wide receivers, you know, they might
how was he live?
diva in them. right? Like they're always open, aren't they, according to them? And I tell you what, it's hard to be a quarterback because when they do throw that hand up there, you want to throw them the football. You want them to have confidence. You want to force feed them. You want them to really have that confidence at an all-time high. Sometimes you force them a little bit too much. The defense takes advantage like they do.
We're in our 30s and have a real job, but you have a cool job.
Catch there, big pickup, and they have a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. On second down, they'll take to the air. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
That's a bad sign for the offense. You're trying to throw screen passes to try to negate the pass rush from the defense. That time the pass rush even got home on a screen pass.
They're not mine
he's
either.
Going to try to get it all here. And trying to put points on the board.
I wasn't even going to attempt to try and use a pick down. I knew if I did, I was going to fumble it. And yeah.
On the last drive, he's trying to complete that throw, but the defender gets a hand on it, tips it up in the air. That's oh no. That is an oh no situation. They're lucky that one hit the ground.
And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. Texas State gets the football back, and here comes the offense. And boy, they missed an opportunity last time throwing that pick in the red zone, David.
And you got to put that frustration behind you. You can't turn it over. That's a cardinal sin. You know better than that, Jesse. You can't take points off the board, but you got to move on.
You do. I think he just got way too overeager down in the red zone that last drive. So just come out here, trust your reads, trust what your coaches have told you to do, and just go out and execute the offense.
They'll move the running back to try to force the defense to adjust. To the air, it's McLeod. They're bringing heat. Trying to make magic with his feet. What a nifty run there to pick up the first down.
These guys aren't human. I mean, they got to surround the field, throw the football, make deep passes, and then guess what else? They pull the ball down, take off, and make big chunks of plays on the ground. It's just impossible to be on defense nowadays.
Oh my God.
Behind the line of
that was
scrimmage.
Goldberg right there. Holy shit.
Well, the linebacker's showing you read and react. He knew exactly where that running play was going, and he beat the football to the line of scrimmage.
Goldberg just kind of beat his head against the locker.
Last play was a near disaster. Now dealing with 2nd and 13.
He's like, I played for the Falcons.
He uncorks one deep. And it falls incomplete, but that could have been disastrous. A defender was right there.
Offensive players know where
and
the
I'm Jewish. I play for the Falcons and I'm Jewish.
Great job by the DB adjusting.
My name's Bill Goldberg. Yeah, his name is Bill Goldberg.
Can't catch the football.
A 3rd and long coming up here. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Got it behind the line. It's Williams.
He is really nice. My dad used to work out with him all the time.
To keep him from getting to the first down.
At Gold's Gym in Gainesville.
The completion, but this defense was swarming to keep them away from that first down line.
Yeah, and you allow completions in those third down situations underneath the sticks. Come up and rally, and everybody flies to the football. That's great execution.
Gold's Gym is still a thing. It's just more the if you're around one that's still alive.
North Texas sends the offense back.
It's like Blockbuster, but survived.
David, the punter got some work last time. They'd like to keep him on the sidelines in this drive.
Yeah, it's not something you want to say very often. You don't want the punter out there. This offense needs to get back lathered up and get a little bit more of a rhythm.
The best way to do that, identify where your best players are and just get them the football. Give these guys some touches to kickstart this offense.
Looking to throw, it's Morris. Tight end finds a soft
like cartridges.
Spot. Really nice job there by both guys to throw and the catch to work that defense and get the first down.
Well, you know, there's still a couple of blockbusters out there, but they're like
it's actually a lot more complex than what it looks like because that route changes based on whether it's man or zone. If it's man coverage, he's flying across the field. But
like
zone, he's got to
are you one of the few people who have a
spot, giving his quarterback a place to go with it? Nice job of those guys being on the same
Blu-ray.
Yeah, and the running back didn't get much here, but, you know, you clearly want to always establish the tempo, run the football, be consistent, make that defense physically meet the challenge.
Looking to throw on second down.
Get him.
And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
We're already in the first quarter, but already you get the feeling this could be a long day for this QB. He's already been sacked. He gets hit right there on the incomplete throw. They've got to find a way to do a better job up front of protecting this guy, or it's going to be difficult to put up points.
I've watched Rory's been around for a long time, so I've watched him play for a long time. Yeah, he actually started playing professional golf when he was 17 in 2014. So he had the distance.
Tried to give it enough body English, but he missed it. After that miss, still
I think he's like, well, no, I think he's like, I want to say he's like 40.
You want to talk about taking the wind out of your sails. Drive the ball down the field and miss the field goal, David.
You know what? Don't leave it up to kickers.
What did I say?
Better offensively. I think you move the ball nice. You got to keep that in mind.
Okay, yeah.
I think you got to stay aggressive and don't settle for field goals.
Yeah, because you got to know there's just no margin for error right now. You just have got to be able to execute at a higher level.
Back to throw. It's McLeod. And the defense is all over the quarterback, and down he goes. The D thinking bring some heat.
Oh, no, because if he was 17 in 07, I graduated 08, I'm 35. He's around my age, I think.
From the gun, wants to pass. Using his feet to buy time. That's caught. It's Fox. And Shore tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker.
It's a really nice job in coverage defensively there because that tight end, he wasn't really even open. Quarterback just...
Yeah, I mean, he seems like a nice guy. He also...
Oh, he's not punting. He's going to throw. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. And he's got it. It's a first down.
Man, that is awesome. That gets the juices going. That gets everybody excited.
My only thing with Bryson is... I feel like he's a little bit too,
got a shot in the arm, get some energy, snap it into the up back, completing the pass.
I feel like he's gotten, I feel like Trump kind of fucked him because everybody's like, Bryson's the best, and he is really good, but you don't want that getting to a younger kid's head like that. He's not Tiger Woods.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got it burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense. First downs is that, guys? On this drive alone, this defense has got to...
Oh, yeah. Yeah, well, there was a reason for that.
He's looking to throw. Fires into the end zone. And he is...
The reason is because Trump liked him. That's, I mean, it's obvious.
Third interception of the day.
And this guy's just never been able to get into a rhythm all game long, whether it's been because of pressure or the defense disguising their coverages. He just doesn't see...
Oh, I mean, I'm sure that has something to do with it, but, I mean, it's mainly because of Trump, and nobody likes Trump right now. It's so stupid. Like, he went and played golf with the President of the United States. Like...
It can definitely be frustrating, and I think it leads you to say maybe I go for it more, but Jesse... I think this offense just needs to put another drive
I think
together.
John Daly is universally liked, though.
A little bit less predictable, too, especially as they get closer and closer down to the end zone.
Yeah, but he's not president. But
I don't know if you guys are really good at math.
But you know, the thing about Trump is like
keep him honest, pound that rock.
Looking to throw,
he's just kind of universally not liked by a lot of people right now. So, and he, you know, Trump dropping his name
couldn't come up with a completion on third down. Looks like they're going to be punted.
Press conferences and stuff like that. It's really hard for a younger golf player to get good media attention when arguably the most hated president right now is the president of the United States, and you know what I mean?
That last drive was a punch in the gut, throwing the pick
It's
in
so
the red
stupid.
zone.
It's really
Yeah,
stupid.
there just seemed like there
And
was some miscommunication down there in the red zone. David,
the
this
live
drive,
golf
QB
thing
receivers
is
just
the
have to do
most
a better job being
retarded
consistent.
shit that I've
and I think
ever
you
heard
pull
in
the
my life.
positives,
Like,
right? We move the football
God
down
forbid
the
we
field,
have
get a chance to
another
score, but we can't let
golf,
those opportunities
you
slip
know,
between our hands. Let's go
like
get some points.
thing out there.
He's looking for a man on second down. They'll run the screen. He's brought down. Solid pickup, but a little bit short of the first down.
Love the execution there in the screen. The running back shows pass protect, last second turns around, so he's able to get the ball. The D linemen have already run past him. Now he can turn upfield for a big gainer.
Third down play from the gun. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Yeah.
And I like the aggressiveness on third and short, trying to throw the football, take advantage of a look that they got. They weren't successful,
Yeah.
and now it's
Yeah, the
fourth and
Tiger
short.
Woods thing.
Who knows what they're going to do?
And no shot at a return here as the punt flies out of bounds. North Texas sends the offense back
I mean,
onto the field.
as somebody who has a lot of, who plays golf and who has a lot of golf friends, I can tell you this. It's really hard to not like something that Tiger Woods does, like enjoys.
They got to do something.
Oh
to
yeah,
get this
I mean,
defense on their heels.
like, yeah,
After the misfire, it's second
yeah,
down.
and I mean, the live golf thing though is a different story because it's more of a like
From the gun,
frat
running back
party,
gets to give.
like
He'll slither through
aura
and
that
pick
it
up
has
three
to
and
it.
get it out to the 10-yard
And
line.
it takes away from the seriousness of the Masters.
Break
And,
some of those big runs, but I'm also okay with these little ones. Set the tone, stay balanced.
right.
On third down, going up top. Going for it all. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard instead.
Well,
it's fourth down.
but
North Texas
you have
will
to think,
punt
too,
away.
the
They'll try to
majority
really
of
get into this one.
quote-unquote
He just
golf
wanted to get it out of there
watchers
from his
only
end
watch
zone.
the Masters. And so
Excellent coverage that
And so
time.
it's
Didn't
like
give him any room to set up a big return.
all these like old heads that are
Time for one more snap
against
before the end of the
live
quarter.
or whatever. The reason they're against it is because it's like, oh, these people are yelling and screaming and people can't pay
They're
attention.
trying to
And
get to it. He'll try to do it himself. They make the stop, and that'll bring the first quarter to a close. They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. He wants to throw. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Well, that's just a great play by the defender and great timing. It was the hit that forced that incompletion.
well,
Let's see if they go back to the air after the incompletion.
I'll
Second
say
and 10
this.
from the 48.
it's extremely frustrating when you're having a good golf
And he
day
was drilled just as he released the pass. It's
and you
incomplete.
hit a bad shot.
And that defender was just
I can't
smothering
imagine
the quarterback
being
on
at
that
the
screen attempt.
Masters
You know, the QB's talked to hold
trying
on
to
it
play
till the
your
last
greatest
possible
game
second.
ever.
He had no shot trying
Everybody's
to negotiate that
quiet,
defender.
and then some dude's
If
like,
they can convert here,
get out of the hole
play
as
can
you're coming
really
down on
give
your
you a shot of
backswing as you're
momentum.
trying to focus. It's and you're trying to get a green jacket, which there's not very many people.
On third and long,
Like,
try to convert through the
I
air.
can't imagine
Makes his connection.
the frustration that
He
some of
just
these people
didn't have a
feel.
chance to get loose and
But
make his way to that
at the
first
same
down mark.
time,
I think
I
fans
agree
get
with
upset
you.
sometimes. Like, run your route past the sticks so
It's-
we get the first down.
It's a little
But
bit
nice job on the
ridiculous,
defense
like the
understanding where the
rules
sticks
that
were
they
and
have.
forcing the fourth down.
And they fake it. They fake it, and the kicker's looking to pass. And I guess they
Oh, it
thought
did?
they'd
Oh,
find
no,
the
it didn't.
field goal block team napping. They were wide awake, and they come up with the stop. I know they wanted to be aggressive, throw caution to the wind. They might have been better off playing it safe there. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain.
Yep.
couldn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. They'll run it from the gun. And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain.
Yeah.
They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one.
Well,
on 3rd
yeah.
and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Using the quick game. They convert on 3rd down as he gets it to the 46-yard line.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered,
and I can agree with you there.
Man, so that's where he was going with it. And the big-time play.
But, you know, I'm a huge fan of live golf because as a golfer myself,
they can really be aggressive after that last play at 2nd and 3.
It's supposed to, like, for the majority of golfers, like casual golfers, it's not a competitive thing. It's 100% get together with your bros, have a good time. Yeah, that's 100% what it is about always, and so that's why I enjoy it.
And they'll have enough for the first down.
And a really good job by the quarterback being very decisive. He saw his matchup, he went for it, he attacked it, got the positive gain. I would say he's going to find that guy a few more times today.
Getting some heat.
I'm just glad it didn't turn out like XFL.
Play action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
Oh, what a blitz.
Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
When you play defensive end, it's all about getting off the football. You can tell, gets off the football really fast, gets in the backfield, gets the running back before he knows what hit him. What a play by the defensive end.
Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the first half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure. Keep getting him on the ground. That's why they've built a lead.
And he missed it. No good. And they couldn't cut into the lead. It's still a 7-point game.
Well, that's not the second missed field goal for this kicker. And I'll tell you this, you can't blame the weather for all this. This is a beautiful day. He needs to do better executing these field goals.
Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. Defense there to stop him after a 2-yard gain to the 31.
Is this it? Is this my life now?
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. They give it to him again. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Loss of 2. 3rd down coming up.
Let's see what call they have on 3rd and
It's
long from the
everybody's
28.
kryptonite, man. I can promise you that as a golfer myself.
Looking for a man. It's McLeod. And the quarterback is snowed under.
I would be more than happy to go golfing with you, and I can promise you.
So we can cover in the back end and then let the D-line do what great
it's yeah, there is a fun part of like being good at golf.
Not going to take a chance to grab
but
that one as it bounces out.
Everybody has such a
North Texas takes
diverse
possession. The Mean Green offense will return to the field.
Goodness when it comes to golf, and it's hard.
On first down. And he was hit.
It's hard to be like, oh well, you know, I'm gonna play with a bunch of guys who are the same level as me, because that never happens.
He's already been sacked a bunch of times.
You'll get some people who are really, really good, but that's few and far between. Most of the time, everybody's like, yeah, we're about the same. And also, it's 9 a.m. Let's have a Miller Lite.
He's looking to throw. Got it set up on the outside.
That is a big black man.
They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that first down.
I'll tell you what, if you want to be overzealous and you want to be a blitzer all the time, I like running the screen right behind him. Did a great job throwing the screen. Almost broke this one for a long game, but it just keeps the defense a little
Yeah,
bit
sorry,
more
you
honest
were on,
if you want to start putting a lot of pressure.
Love on the spectrum.
On third and short, they keep it on the ground here. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
No, I was telling Caitlin, I was like, after watching this show, I'm 100% sure I'm on the
North
spectrum.
Texas will have to punt it away. He's getting a lot of work
'Cause-
for the time he's punted tonight. They'll stop him short, and they had it sniffed out from the beginning.
You're just trying to change the ebb and flow of the game. You're trying to get some of this momentum back, so you go fake punt.
Have you seen Love on the Spectrum?
Getting executed, it just backfires in their face.
He's dropped
Christ.
behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Well, there's a statement by the defensive line. First down play, expecting run.
So
and they
if you
just
do watch it,
dominated
there's
up
this
front. Beat
kid.
their
His name is
one-on-ones
Connor,
and force a
and
tackle
he's
for
the
a loss.
nerdiest guy. He's like, I got my swords, and he's like, he
Back
calls
to pass, it's
he
McLeod.
calls women his lady and stuff like that, and I'm like, I am this guy. I am this guy. This guy is
And
me.
he's wrapped up
Yeah.
after a solid return.
And he had his first kiss and like almost had a heart attack. I was like, I am this guy. This guy is me.
Getting the interception. Nice job breaking on the football. You say that's why you play defense because you don't have hands? Yeah, I bet you different.
North Texas sends the offense back on.
So anyway, he went on a real date. How'd it go?
Around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. Knocked down at
She's
the
not-
44,
she's not
but he
Satan.
got 15 on that one. That is a time-honored way to slow down the rush.
I mean,
Hit him
that's
with the
everybody
screen
our
and a
age.
chunk play.
Yeah, such a great job because you're flying up the field to get to the quarterback because everything.
Hey, that's a live
Oh,
ball.
I was about to say he got demolished.
The offense avoid that disaster. North Texas in the hurry up.
Good awareness by the offense. You never want to see the ball on the ground, but a nice job understanding to just kind of jump on it and make sure you keep possession.
Tackle is made, but not until he
That's what I
gets the
say.
first down.
First you don't succeed, try again, right? It's been really hard for this offense in this game to run the football, but they finally break off a big run there. That could be the play they need to really generate momentum and get this run game going.
They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28.
It just didn't work.
Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down.
She was like, I wasn't
And this
married
will
to
be
Satan.
incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Looked like the offense had a chance for a big play there, but the running back just could not reel that ball in.
Now facing a 2nd and 10 from the 28 after that last incompletion. Coming after it. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field for them.
And this defense is bringing the heat. Another sack.
Like it. Yeah, well,
And that's a
emotionally
major reason
abusive,
why this
probably.
team is losing the football game. They can't protect the quarterback. They can't generate big plays in the passing game because up front, they're getting beaten time and time again.
And how about this? They're going to send the kicker out there to try to put a thunderfoot into one.
Shit.
Oh, and he missed it. No good. After that miss, still a 7-point game, guys.
Well, the kicker's 0 for 3 right now in this football game, and we're going to find out just how mentally tough he is.
I mean, that's
Some football
commendable as
skills to be
fuck,
played.
dude, because
They're
there's
gonna need
so
him,
many kids.
But he needs to get right in his mind. He's got to find somehow, some way to get his confidence back.
And he'll ramble to the 34 before he's finally knocked down. Move the chains with that completion now on first down. Here's the handoff. Nice move there. Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. Looking for a man. It's McLeod. He makes the connection. Good
What's she
job
going for?
running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing out of the catch.
Nice job by the receiver there, running the drag route against zone
Sure.
coverage, finding the soft spot, making it easy on his quarterback to get the completion. He turns it upfield and he moves the sticks.
They'll give him maybe
Yeah,
one
I mean,
it's down to the 20.
And the running back didn't get much there. Nice job by the defense.
Yeah, but I
You can
mean,
tell
it
they're focused
helps
on
when they're like,
on this run
you know,
game, being physical, getting knocked back.
not just talking down the other side, but was like, also the reason that I did this is for a good reason. It's like I have some morals about me.
He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
And a great job by the linebacker. You could tell starting to crowd the line of scrimmage, get up there in the line of scrimmage, see it, diagnose it, get in the backfield, get the running back on the ground for the tackle for the loss.
Safe completion on the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we'll see if the offense can build on this lead before the break. They'll play it safe and try for 3. It's good. He hit that one right down the middle.
Right.
And now the lead is extended a little further. After that last field goal drive, they're set to kick it away.
Yeah, I mean, it's you're also coming from. Well, and I'm also acting like I know more about your situation than you did or something. But it's like, you know, you're
getting late here in the first half. They'll have
your
a chance to
last
make this
one
possession
was
game.
like,
The offensive
oh,
play
I
caller
can't
here has
fucking
to
do
really be
anything
dialed
by
in.
myself.
It's important down 2 possessions, Dave, that they're able to score some points. So you got to call your best stuff in this 2-minute situation.
And it's such a good opportunity to cut into a 1-score game, create that momentum, get some good juices going for the second half, because obviously, you know, you built yourself.
And he throws his 3rd pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. And he's going to score on the interception. Touchdown, Bobcats.
Thwack.
Look, I know it's only the second quarter, but we're starting to see a pretty
significant
gap develop between these two teams right now.
No doubt. When your defense is scoring, your offense is scoring, good things happening for your ball club. This defense on point, reading their scouting report, making big plays.
Yeah.
And with the extra point, they now have a 3-possession lead at 17. They'll kick it off and send that defense right back out there to try to score again after the pick 6.
All right.
And they desperately wanted to
That's
attempt
good.
a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. North Texas sends the offense back onto the field.
I was gonna say if she's up for a vacation, bring her on down.
First half, but maybe a chance to carry some momentum into the break here.
It all comes down to this drive right here, Reese. Obviously, this offense hasn't had everything go right for them in the first half, but here's an opportunity, David, to execute some plays, put some throws together, and generate some points.
And you're right, Jesse, and this offense needs to start now. Like, we got to get some points on the board, create some momentum, and continue it, because you've dug yourself a significant hole.
To throw, it's Morris. And the defense gets to the quarterback.
Man, I think this quarterback needs to take his offensive line out for dinners more often because they're not protecting him. And sometimes it doesn't even look like they're trying.
They're better off without each other, sort of thing. Yeah.
And the deep shot is complete inside the
That is a huge male
line.
that caught that
Man,
ball.
this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass.
Well, that's awesome, man.
You get a chunk of yards like
You
that,
know,
now the defense is really on its heels.
My little brother's getting married. Yeah, he's been with this girl for like, oh, come on. I was trying to fucking...
I just love this guy's instincts, right? When things aren't open right away, he never panics. He just understands
dating
the
on
situation
and off,
where he is on the field,
for
and he's so confident
years
in his
or
own
whatever. But he finally found a girl, and he told me at our family vacation for Christmas, he was like, "I'm going to propose to this girl." I was like, "Yeah." Oh my God, big man caught it.
4th time today. No room to return, but no problem after making a play like that, and they'll have it at the 25.
Uh-oh.
And you don't see this very often. The big defensive line. You see these guys.
Number 4, whoever's number 4 on your team was holding his back as he was getting up.
Dropping coverage and make the big interception.
Well, I don't think that quarterback thought he could even make the play. How about the eye-hand?
He's looking deep. Wide open. He makes the catch. Flying out to the left. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Bobcats.
And what nice play design. You get your speedster, you put him in the slot, usually get a better matchup, and then what do? You fade him towards that sideline, run a go. Nice ball throw way out wide. He just runs underneath it.
But yeah, so anyway, yeah, Mike, he finally proposed. He told me at our Christmas vacation while we were, it was like, we got up really early one day and just sat in the jacuzzi all day drinking beer. He was like, yeah, I'm going to end up proposing to this girl. Yeah, dude. I didn't believe him. But
North Texas takes possession of the Mean Green offense.
and he finally did it.
This late in the
So
half,
that's going to be
you're
our...
behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
That's going to be our October this year. It's going to Texas, so
right now.
be
I
a
take
part
it
of
into
that wedding.
halftime, make my adjustments, and come out ready in the second half.
Yeah, I'm going to take it into halftime too, Paul. But I'm trying
yeah,
to
it's really
right
cool.
Be aggressive, set the tone, be like, hey, listen,
Like
this is what you're going to get in the second half. So
somebody,
something really
oh
quickly
shit,
to go
oh my god.
And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big
It's really cool, like, seeing how relationships evolve and stuff, because, like, I'm so far out of that game now.
Before halftime. Back to throw, it's Morris. And that is his 5th interception. If he comes out to try for 6, he'll be lucky. Touchdown, Texas State. The defense puts 6 on the board with a big-time interception return. Look, a lot of time left. There's a little bit of distance right now being put on the scoreboard.
Yeah.
There is, but it's so awesome when you're a defense and you study all week about what's coming and what routes to be ready for, and then you jump the route and you make the plays. And
Is it gonna make you rethink your next?
So here comes the kickoff after the touchdown, and the last thing you need right before the half is to give up a big return. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. So the offense has had enough. They'll take a knee and wrap up this first half. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. And with time running out here in the first half, this offense will choose to take a knee. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. And the running game has been disastrous on the last couple of plays. They'll try to salvage the drive on 3rd down.
It's because I keep calling timeout.
That'll bring us to the end of the first half as we head to the studio for halftime. And the Bobcats will kick it away to crank up the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. North Texas sends the offense back onto the field.
How old is she?
Deficit to start this 3rd quarter. They just need to find something to build a little confidence.
Yeah, it hasn't gone well. When you're trailing by this much, this first drive,
I mean, that's fine.
everything matter and hinge on this. Because every possession in the second half is going to be critical.
Yeah, and I think if you're on offense, why hold back? What are you worried about? Nothing went well in the first half for you, and at this point, trailing by as much as you are.
We're also
no caution to the wind, be aggressive, and let's just see what happens.
And that's a really good job.
I like lightsabers.
I can't let that fast outside of me towards the sidelines. Nice job expanding with them and then going and making a tackle. One of the hardest things to do in football is tackle guys in the open field. Great job going and getting them on the ground.
And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. North Texas has it going to work with another first down. From the gun, the ground game. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
I never know if it's grammatically correct to say a team's being out-physicaled. You hear it a lot in football, though. That's happening in this game. They are just not getting the push they need. all game long up front to have any success when they decide to run.
Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short game there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down.
He didn't get a big gain. You want to call that play and probably want to get more yards, but you could tell that was super close from seriously busting loose. Nice job.
Right, yeah.
Screen, getting the ball to your playmaker. If he could just make one more guy miss, that might have been huge.
Well, the defense is on their heels right now.
Well, I mean, it just means that she's observant.
When he's got a head of steam, boy, he is hard to bring down.
Looking to go up top on first down. Lets it fly.
It didn't. It did. See, I was trying to pick that ball, and as soon as I picked it, he was like,
And man, is that
coach.
Perfect timing. You can tell quarterback drops back. He sees his guy.
Maybe.
He knows he's open, but watch the throw. Deep down the field, Palmer, right in the bread basket. Nice play, nice pitch and catch.
He did a nice job at getting it up in the air early and allowing his guy to run under the football, locate it, and then make a tough grab. That is the definition of an explosive play.
He's going to bring it out from deep. Tackled at the 24 and almost breaks even with the yards he would have gotten with a touchback. Texas State has the football back, and they'll go on offense. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him.
No, it's most. It's most. They're not paying attention to something like that until like it's the worst possible thing to happen.
To the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
To the ground with the back. Defense not budging.
My tire's been flat for 2 days.
I like the decision there.
For some reason, it's not driving right.
Got a couple of yards, but that play's going to open up bigger opportunities throwing the football down the field in the RPO game too.
Yeah.
So keep handing it off to this guy. Let him see what he can do. And when the defense gives you the look to hold the football and then finally throw it, that's when you take advantage.
Yeah, and third and short, it's a great place to be for an offense. You got the whole playbook available, and they choose to pass, and the defense did a really good job playing the pass. And fourth down now, it's decision time for you.
They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position.
No, I mean I feel like that's something I would pay attention to. It's like, oh, well, because before Caitlin come along, I was dating a girl who had a really shitty Honda Civic. It was like really shitty, and I was like, you haven't complained about this car.
You ain't getting by all these guys right up the middle
one single time
your
since we've
been
seeing each other.
Is putting in the work up front,
and it's like, I mean, maybe there's nothing wrong with it,
finding the hole, exploding through. How about
but
that
maybe
nice, big, huge game?
Maybe there is. It's like, I don't know, maybe.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can
but that's something I always noticed. I was like, there's something wrong with the vehicle. You know what I mean? But she never said anything about it, so I noticed that. And of course, as men, that's something we notice. Like, you drive around a shitty vehicle, like, okay, well.
The give to the back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
I love this linebacker because he's able to dissect what's happening in front of him, and he reacts downhill, uses his speed to get to the line of scrimmage and create the negative play.
They've got it inside the 40 at the 39 as they pick up the first down.
All right, defense, that's what we can't do. We can't give up this many chunk yards on the ground. Got to commit more guys to the line of scrimmage. Got to get those running backs on the ground. That's way too easy.
Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock it down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. Second down now after the sack.
Yeah.
To the air.
Which is, in reality, it's a shame, but at the same time.
Yet another interception. Does he know which colored jerseys they're wearing? And they'll close in on him after a good return
safety is a ball hawk. He's a playmaker. Not only have we seen him get involved in the running game and make tackles playing downfield, but he plays the center field position as well as anybody in college football. And you saw it right there.
From the gun, to give, looking for room.
Yep.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They're trying to slow that rush down with the draw. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made.
Draws and screens are a great way to slow
Right.
down really aggressive pass rushers. It allows the defensive ends and the defensive tackles to run upfield. The offensive linemen kind of push them upfield, go down to the next level, try to sneak in.
Oh, no.
Quarterback can't pull the trigger, and down he goes at the 41.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up and pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front seven on defense, it's going to be tough.
The official says no good. And this will stay a 3-score game at 24. North Texas takes possession. The Mean Green offense will return to the field. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear
Yeah.
It's
That big boy
over.
has caught
Some
more
players
balls for
can't
your
do that
team.
real well, and it leads to more mistakes, Jesse. You got to just forget about it and move on.
And I think the coaching staff can help him too, David. I think he can get the running game going here and also get...
Looking for a huge play. And that's going to be
Yeah, I wasn't even going to try.
going for broke on 2nd down, but 3rd down's coming up. Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. Looking to pass. It's Morris. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down.
They've already got a bunch of sacks on them today and another quarterback pressure. This offense has to try to find a way to get the ball out a little bit quicker, to protect the quarterback a little bit more. Whether it's screens, whether it's draws, whether it's rolling the quarterback, something has to change for this offense to protect the quarterback a little bit better.
He'll aim it toward the sideline to try to make it tough on the return team. And the punt goes out of bounds. We'll see where the officials spot it, but they certainly gave him no opportunity for a return.
Yeah.
Texas State gets the football back, and here comes the offense. They'll throw it on 1st down. Time to take a shot. And that is his 5th interception, a nightmare he is not waking up from. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
So Facebook has a
I don't
dating
know if I'm
thing?
gonna try him much more. Goodness gracious, you can tell he's ready for what he's seeing.
Well, I mean, I don't know. I don't even know what to think about it because
I'm
I
running out,
wouldn't.
and he goes down at the 34.
The name of the game is
Oh,
protecting
okay.
the quarterback. He can't have success or complete passes on his back. Let's get the quick passing game going, maybe hand the football off. But whatever we're doing, let's go the opposite direction.
All right, while you're doing that, I'm going to go pee. I'll be right back. All right. Anyway, so as you were saying.
On the screen.
I've been there, fellas, this is no fun if you're a quarterback. All game long, you've got guys in your lap, you've got guys chasing you all the way across the field. You just never feel like you can get in a rhythm because this pass rush is in your face all day.
Got it in the middle. It's Hammond. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense. First and goal on the 7. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost, trying to defend their own end zone. Wants to go up top. Going for 6. It's incomplete and nearly intercepted in the end zone. You get the ball that close, you cannot put it in harm's way. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on 3rd down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy.
So where does she live?
They close fast.
Extremely tight windows. Find your big body guys that you know can win in contested situations here on 3rd down.
He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming. And the field goal unit is going to give it another try. The old college try. Just keep kicking. Surely one will go in. It is perfect.
Did you hear the commentators there?
They were able to get a field goal on the board, and now they'll kick it away.
Oh, no. Okay, so it was different on your end. They were like, just give it the old college try. Just keep kicking until you hit a field goal.
And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. Texas State has the football back, and they'll go on offense.
But yeah, dude, that's awesome, man.
They were in and out quickly after the quick pick, David.
Yeah, first play, big mistake, man. Now, let's get this offense in a little bit of a rhythm. Maybe before you open it up again, Palmer, or do you trust him right away?
He seems to me like the guy maybe that just needs to kind of get into the flow of the game. So maybe you get the running game going here and just give him some easy looks to let him get lathered up.
He'll take the deep shot. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down.
This defense is heating up. They got an interception the last possession. You could tell breaking on the football really, really well. Seeing where the quarterback's throwing it, going to try to get it. Got another hand on it. Almost had another interception.
And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
That's where me and Caitlin went for,
money down
or where my parents took us
find
for
ways to affect the quarterback. Nice job by the defense, getting the pressure, getting to him, getting a hit on him, and forcing the incompletion, and now forcing the 4th down.
Makes a move.
Big boy, where are you going, kicker?
Can they catch
Did you see him? He went into the fucking stands.
He will score. Touchdown, Mean Green. A dynamic, explosive return. The sliver of daylight exploding through it, just vaporizing and reappearing on the other side and housing it.
And punt returners are so quick. You can play touch football in an elevator with them and lose. You can't even get your hand on those. So quick, so elusive. Does such a great job making people miss, but still going full speed up the field to get all the way to the end zone and score the TD.
Does she like beer?
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Texas State gets the football back, and here comes the offense. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some first downs. Get some positive momentum.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9.
Here before long, you'll be drinking a Guinness on a
To
Wednesday.
the air, it's McLeod. Moves around to clear up the vision. He felt the heat, trying to get away, but down he goes. He'll lose a yard or 2.
That defender is a matchup nightmare for any offensive line
Yeah.
to block. He's got athleticism. He's got length.
This one's
he's
called
got
Beck the
flexibility.
Halls.
You put it all on display on that sack.
And it's exactly what you think it is.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Well, I definitely wasn't a dark beer girl for a long time.
Honest after completing a pass earlier. Able to keep them from getting a return, and the ball goes out of bounds. They're going to
I also
right around
hated
20.
black coffee.
North Texas sends the offense back onto the field.
Comes with
They're going
age.
to have to be more aggressive in this drive. You can't expect to win this one, David, kicking field goals.
No, especially when you're trailing. You got to have a little more urgency and maybe a little more aggressiveness, Jesse.
Yeah.
Field goals are not going to get it done down the stretch.
Yeah, you're going to have to take
And then
some
you
shots,
realize
no
you were
doubt.
like,
Bottom line,
okay,
when
the
plays
person that
present
hurt them was
themselves,
their
you just
job.
simply got to make it.
And
From the gun, they'll try the middle. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. And then if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. Great job in the base defense making it fun.
4 punts already, and they've got to convert here to avoid a fifth. Quick touch pass to the receiver. He's run out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks.
right.
And just went with something very easy, very reliable. Flip it forward. Let your receiver do the rest. I only got to get a few yards. Nice job.
I'm like really
Nice
weird when it
execution.
comes to it because
North Texas
my favorite
really has
thing
it going on offense.
now is like a cold brew black
Off the play fake on first down.
with
That's
a little
reeled
bit
in
of
at
cream on
Sheffield.
top.
And he
And
goes
that's
out of bounds
my
after a
go-to
nice
now.
pickup on that
For a
one.
long time,
One of the
it
most
was
difficult things
like
about
black
this
coffee with
receiver is his
a little bit of
shiftiness
cream
and
in
his
it.
athleticism. He's
I
very,
do like
very
black
difficult to
coffee
tackle
regular,
after
but
the catch.
only when I'm really hungover.
They'll try the run.
There's nothing like drinking
And they're able to shove him to
cup
the
of
turf
just
as they
black
stop him
coffee.
for a short gain.
But I
Every
mean,
journey begins with a step. This offense needs to
my-
step into a
I've-
third down
I've always been
conversion
a
and then
cold
try to
coffee
turn it
fan.
into some scores and fast. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. The critical down and distances in this game, like that 3rd down right there. When it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
That'll move the chains. It'll be a first down for
Hold
North
on.
Texas.
we're doing it.
You talk about taking the wind out of a crowd. A 4th down conversion will do that.
Yeah, they were jacked up
damn
in there,
it.
excited. The fans get loud, rush the passer, and how about the conversion? The big 4th down conversion
Girls
here in the
much
3rd
needed
quarter
timeout.
to give
That's
yourself
gonna
some
cost me
life
this
in a
game.
tight
I
ball
was
game.
up 30-0.
North Texas has it going to work with another first down. Out of the gun, the running back has it. And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain.
Oh yeah.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter of play. With the score, Texas State
Way worse.
1, North Texas 17.
Yeah, the darker the coffee, it's such a stigma. The darker the coffee, they're like, oh, the rougher it is. Actually, the darker the coffee, the better it is.
2nd down here as they go back to work after the break.
Yeah. Oh, dude.
Pre-snap motion in the back.
So, at
On
deer
2nd
camp,
down, just keeps firing.
oh my God.
Fires and picked off. He'll try to take it back. Inside the 30. He's at the 10. And it's going to be a pick 6. Touchdown.
So
Texas
at
State.
deer camp, there's this guy.
And that just might
He's one of Trainer's family members. I think it's like his uncle or something, step uncle removed or something.
All the way back just to
And
pad their lead a little
he
bit
has
and make
he
this
has
game
a
almost out of reach.
like a coffee.
And
It's
the
a
extra point splits the uprights, and they're up
it's a
4-3
tin like
touchdowns, a
bowl
21
that he
point
puts
lead
over a
in the
fire,
4th.
but he doesn't ever wash it. So it's like it's seasoned coffee.
They're about
And,
to kick it away,
dude,
and
when
the
I tell
defense
you,
probably can't wait to get back out there after
Like
the
you
pick
take
6.
a sip of that shit, you are ready to go. I mean,
And no chance at a return here. They'll start
Yeah.
this drive at their own 25.
Oh, yeah.
North Texas takes possession. The Mean Green offense
You're
will
ready
return
to
to the field. This
kill a deer
possession
with
will
your
be
bare
a
hands.
test after squandering that long drive, throwing a pick six, Jesse.
You're right, Reese. Well, I think this is really dependent, too, on the leaders in this huddle right now to step up.
Yeah, your
This
quarterback
offense
hasn't
get
been
back on
not
pace
told this whole
on this
game.
drive.
Yeah, and this defense is frothing at the mouth. They're
He tries to take the top off. Pass
User
on the way.
pick.
It's picked off.
Yep. Oh, God.
And he's wrapped up.
That guy's a player of your game right there.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's passion, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to
He
the
needs to hit
quarterback.
the transfer
And
portal.
DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this defense.
It's like fucking
Man, that's the
Branson
advantage of
Robinson.
having a good coaching staff to teach these players in this type of situation with the lead late in the game. You want to stay
you
in
hear
the
about
field
that?
of play and keep the clock ticking. They do that after that.
One of the top running backs for
They
Georgia.
can
hit the
really be
transfer
aggressive
portal.
after that last play. It's 2nd and 3.
Yeah.
They'll run it out of the shotgun. And the defense finally makes the stop. After
I
the
don't think
sweet
it's going to be
run
that
and
big of a
good
deal
gain.
because
This
our
is
running
a
game
punch
is
to the gut. You know you're losing.
what is going to
You know
help
you gotta
us
get a
this
stop.
year. But
And you know they're going to run the football, and they still run the football down your throat. It's been that kind of day for this defense.
I hate the transfer
They'll snap
portal,
it on
dude. I
first down
hate
from the
this
35.
NFL ass like thing with.
Dropping back, it's McLeod. Buys a little extra time. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
Oh yeah.
Man, that's so frustrating. It happens so fast. He just pulls it down. It looks like pass. He pulls it down, and he's gone. Just like that, chewing up yards. So much speed, so hard to stop.
Get out of here, big
And
number
a
9.
good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
You got to give the coaching staff credit because they really
I mean,
don't focus all
everybody
season
would be
long
playing
on
for
situational football. With the lead
the
late
team that
in
won the
game,
Super Bowl
we're on
last year.
offense, we're trying to stay in bounds. We're trying to bleed the clock. And after ripping off a really nice run, that guy knew, I've got to get...
And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. Just a great job defensively, making him go through his progressions, and he really didn't have time to do it.
And that's exactly what you do in zone coverage. You drop in your spots, you read the quarterback's eyes, make sure you take away that quick stuff, and a great job rushing the passer and getting the sack.
Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal.
Unless your name is Carson
Defenses are
Beck.
put in such a tough spot when offenses get in 3rd and short because the whole playbook is open, and they go with the pass. I love it. They sneak the pass in there. Nice success. Great job by the quarterback getting rid of the football, getting the 1st down, now set up 1st and goal.
Strong, firm tackle. And the Bobcats want to crank the tempo. Quick pass on the fly motion. Touchdown, Bobcats! And the pummeling has started.
And this offense continuing to put up points. This game's out of reach. You know you're going to win, but still throwing the football, still finding that connection. I imagine there'll be some salty handshakes at the end of this game.
On to attempt the try. Looking downfield. It's a fake, and the kicker's going to throw it.
Damn it.
And the
Hit the
defense
wrong button.
dragged him down. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. And they desperately wanted to attempt
Yeah,
to
you only get
return,
one.
but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. North Texas sends the offense back onto the field. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it, right? If you're going to be a great player, you got to learn how to handle these mistakes and move on.
You can't
Trying
come
to
back.
find his man on 1st down. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Do you,
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this
I was just
defense
gonna say,
has
you
got
wanna play
going
one more?
multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing
I don't
in the
think
game.
you're- I don't think
Defense
you're
knows
catching
gonna
up on
throw
this.
it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel
Yeah, I
very
mean,
confident right now.
I'm
You're
surprised you
very
didn't get
confident,
the
certainly if you're a
warning that
quarterback,
maybe
you're
you
gonna
need to
have
play with somebody who's.
Line getting set on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Shoots it to the left. Got him downfield.
Yeah, except for number 23. Number 23 is the MVP of this game.
And I just love how tight ends
94 yards, 7 attempts.
And say, go play ball. Move him all over the field. He can catch the
All right,
football.
we'll play this last
matchup
one.
nightmare.
This last play.
Continue to exploit him. Continue to move him around. That's why that dude has over 150 yards receiving in a day.
And it's picked off for the third time today. The ball squirts free. Bounced right back to them.
I gotta tell you, man, I'm impressed. Not with the throw, not with the decision, but how the offense flew around after the interception, getting to the ball, David.
All right, invite me. All right. Can you hear me? Okay. Let's see. I hate that name. Yeah. The Buffalo Bulls. We're on match teams, right? Okay.
Welcome to Ypsilanti, and just a few miles away from the big house. Where this
Did you see that guy I sent you on Instagram?
We are anticipating a great turnout and a sensational game in this one.
JDW.
Test me. Look at her and see if you can walk a straight line.
This guy.
Buzzing on something, son said I am, but it ain't what you're thinking. It ain't no risk.
In the booth, guys, we are ready to tee it up.
Yeah.
And the Bulls will get us
And-
away with the opening kickoff.
Yeah, I know. I don't know if you ever noticed, though, in all of his videos, he's not really playing the guitar. No.
He thought about bringing that.
He has his hand way behind, like, the edge of the guitar, and he's acting like he's playing, but he's really not playing.
First down here for the offense.
Oh, this is an ugly field.
Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. Pocket starts to collapse. And he will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
And the defense comes out on the very first play of the game on the road, and
Yeah.
they bring the energy, and they get the sack. They came into this one on fire, ready to go, and that is a statement early.
And you've seen this formula work at all levels of football. You pressure the quarterback, his numbers start to drop. He's not as efficient. Nice job by the defense.
On third and long, no secret what he needs here. And the ball
Oh, my God.
inside the 35. And he'll take it all the way. They couldn't bring him down. Touchdown, Eastern Michigan. You want to talk about a great way to start?
Yeah, I feel the same way about. I've found a lot of, because I've
into the game.
I've drifted away from country music lately. I've listened to a lot of metalcore, back to my roots. And I found a lot of really good music on TikTok. But, you know, I found Luke Combs on Vine.
Quick strike offense on that replay scoring drive.
Yeah, and that's when I went and saw him for the first and only time I ever saw him. And there was like, it was a beer festival in Dahlonega, or Dawsonville, at the, what was that popular NASCAR driver? He had the thing, and he has the NASCAR thing in Dawsonville. His son is popular now.
He's looking to throw it. Quickly complete.
Elliott? No.
And that's a
productive
first down
play,
so bringing up 2nd and 3.
Nice job by the quarterback there throwing.
I saw he came and played a concert up there. There was like 12 people there.
Allow the flat defender to get
Luke
underneath
Combs.
it, and that might be a pick 6. So really good job.
And I took
by
a
the
selfie with
there,
him,
using his eyes to manipulate the defense.
not thinking that, you know, this guy is going to be the country superstar of the century.
Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10.
But, you know, I found him on Vine, and it was just like, it's so wild to think about how he got popular because he sang
Well, they're going RPO.
the
Nice
song
job
before
handing it off,
Hurricane,
and really good
whatever
vision there, just
fuck the
getting
name
what
of
he
that
can
song
get,
was.
right? Puts his foot in the ground, gets forward, helps this offense find positive yards.
Wants to throw. It's Agbana. Bought a little time, lets it go.
I mean, it was well over 15 years ago.
Yeah, it's just a throw the quarterback would love to have back. His guy's wide open. It looked to me like maybe.
Well, I say
was
well
overstriding
over
or
15.
straining
I mean,
too
it
much
had to
on
have
the
been.
throw. The nose of the ball was diving.
I think I was
He, of course,
22,
threw it
so
into
it
the
was
ground.
probably
That's one he'd like to do over.
13 years ago. Holy shit, I'm old.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it.
Oh, God.
Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
Well, the quarterback's throwing from the pocket. He's trying to fit that
Oh,
football
he almost
in a
caught
real
it, too.
small window down the middle of the field, and the defender's hit was able to jar the ball.
Oh, trickeration. He wants to throw. And he grabs it. Got to get to the marker. And the tackle was made, but that fake worked to perfection to pick up the 1st down.
How about that? Who says punters aren't athletes, right? Like, what an unbelievable call. Nice job getting the punter on the move, throws the football.
One of the most popular people in NFL, or in football period, is the punter. Old Pat McAfee.
Throw it again. Catch in the middle. It's Henderson. And the defense had that one well covered. Just
You can watch him a lot this weekend. It's WrestleMania
Running backs
weekend.
are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. And a great job sneaking
Yeah,
out
he
of the
announces
backfield,
regularly
getting the football,
for
letting
wrestling
them get
now.
some positive yards.
Huge wrestling
now
fan.
the play fake. Quarterback strolling away from Heat. Caught in the backfield. It's McMillan.
Hell yeah, I lost 2 yards as well as going to play. Fuck yeah, daddy.
They'll lose yards on that one.
You hear this all the time. You've got to be able to tackle the catch. Limit gap, right? I know that ball wasn't thrown deep down the field. As soon as that guy caught it, though, down he went.
Oh.
A strike downfield. That'll be enough.
Oh, this is Max Crosby Field.
Down at the 31-yard line.
Hard work pays off.
Yeah, that's what it
These
says down the side of the
offenses work
field.
So hard week in, week out, working on those critical down distances, 3rd downs, and having that conversion this early in the game, that's got to feel good for this offense.
Fires to the right. He stopped just short of the goal line at the 1. An explosive play as he set up.
That's a beautiful pass and catch.
Yeah.
I love the job the quarterback does manipulating the defense with his eyes. He froze that safety, and that allowed his receiver more room to work his route.
On the ground. Into the end zone.
Hell yeah.
Touchdown Bulls. Precision blocking up front. Created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
PAT unit on the field. Smashes it through for the PAT. So it's a 73-yard touchdown drive. And they capped it
I'm
off
gonna be
with a
honest with you, I
one-yard
don't even
punt.
remember that girl.
He's going to try his luck from the end zone. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped
Didn't really
at
hang out
14.
very much people
Eastern
at all.
Michigan has it back as the Eagle offense returns to the field. Now they need to put something together to answer that last score.
There's a lot of pressure, too, on this offense to have to execute at a high level. They've got to score points, David, but they can't go too fast because their defense right now is tied.
And I think that's the difficulty being a play caller.
They're
Like, I have to
definitely
balance
integrated.
all of those things. My defense is a little bit tired. I can't put on the field, but I got to be aggressive because this is a back-and-forth type game, so a lot to process and think about.
This defense
Zach
has a
and
lot of
Allie are
speed,
kinda
especially
off
in
the
the
grid. I
secondary.
mean, I
You
don't
saw
ever see
that
them
speed.
really.
That defender got to that receiver so quick, and because of the hit, complete pass.
Caught over the middle. It's Singleton. Put it right on him. Sweet play. Good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the first down.
There's a reason third down.
He's still caught because he rides with my
Great
dad.
job finding his receiver.
On
At the end of the game, you
motorcycles,
look at
yeah.
third down percentages. It tells a huge story, and it goes a long way in deciding who wins a football game.
And a really nice run and pickup there before the
Really?
defense avoided disaster and stopped the really big play.
And that is exactly why you stick to running the football. Haven't had a lot of success, but boom, you
Babies,
pop one,
yeah.
right? That's what you got to do. You cannot become one-dimensional and just throw the football every down. Love the offense, sticking to the run. Nice job getting the first down.
Really nice job there by the quarterback understanding.
I'll tell you
it's
this,
blitz, and
I'll
not just
probably
that it's
never go to
blitz,
fucking
but
Disney
knowing whether
again.
it's man coverage or zone
Yeah.
coverage behind the blitz. You've still got to know where your answer is going to be.
And the pressure gets to him. Down goes the quarterback.
How nice is it as a defense?
I
when you
mean,
can drop 7 guys into coverage, only rush
I don't
4,
like large
and still
groups of
get
people.
home.
I
That
have
makes you feel
I have
good
an
if you're
issue.
the coordinator.
Dropping
And
back,
so-
it's Snyder. They're setting up the screen. Makes his man miss.
Oh no! Oh no!
At the 40, there he goes. And they exploited that soft spot. They get it down to the 35.
I mean, I accomplished
The
everything I wanted
execution
to.
on that screen pass is one that will go in a coaching clinic.
Nice execution on the screen. Allow the rush to come upfield. Now I release, get the ball to the running back. I got my playmaker in space. Nice chunk yardage play right there by the offense.
I got my lightsaber
Eastern
made, and
Michigan
I
has it and a
experienced
fresh
all the
set of
Star
downs.
Wars. So
Off play action on first down.
I will say though,
Moving out of the
oh
pocket.
no! Oh, big boy, come on!
This time they were able to keep him in
I do want to
check
go to
and stop him
Universal
short of that
because
first down.
Harry Potter.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there. So instead of throwing it away and getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Eastern Michigan. That was an absolute sledgehammer of a drive, just taking the air out of the ball.
And it's hard when you run that many plays.
I
not to
mean,
make a mistake. and
To
throw
be
an
honest with you,
interception.
the
Get
children
unfortunate
the
pass.
children
The
at
offense
Disney
struggled
gave
play
me
after play
a
after
little bit
play
of
together
joy.
and got me in.
It was the
And
fucking
the PAT gives them a
adults at Disney that
14-7
made me
lead.
hate Disney.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown.
Because you had, man, and it's gonna sound so bad for YouTube, but
And it'll be a touchback.
the problem, the
Come out
main
to
problem I had,
25-yard
the
line.
wait times at Disney for rides are retarded. Okay, they're
Buffalo
retarded,
has it back,
and
let's
but
see what the
also.
Bulls offense can do.
Most of the
After
reason
standing
that
on
they're
the
so
sideline
bad
and
is
watching
because
that long
there are
touchdown drive, they really
a
need
lot
to put
of
something together
overweight
to give
people
their defense a rest.
And that's a real thing, man. Like, you
Who
play a lot of plays, you get worn out. You need a chance to go
can't
decompress
walk.
on the sideline, get some oxygen. Palmer, now it's on this offense.
and who are
Yeah,
on
this is the
scooters,
definition of complementary football because it's a two-pronged
and they get to
problem. You've
ride
gotta
the
score
rides
points and
before
answer,
me
but you've also
because
gotta
they're
take your
unhealthy.
time
And
give your defense an opportunity to get their win.
that shit pisses
Looking
me
to
off,
throw,
man,
it's Agbana.
because
Get it out on the screen.
I'll sit there and wait for an hour and a half to ride a 10-minute ride.
You know, sometimes even a short game
And
like
part of the
that
problem
can be used to set up something bigger later on.
is because of those people. And so it'd be like, I will gladly give up.
They know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss.
Oh no, man! I knew it was gonna be 1-2.
He's at the 10.
And
they capitalize not only on the
I would gladly give up my seat for like a child. But I'll be damned if I'm about to get on a ride and they're like, wait, hold on, wait. Hold on. There's this guy here. He's in his mid-40s. Yeah. And so you have to wait now. You have to wait another 10 minutes. It's not a big deal, right?
Now it's second and goal.
Like, yeah, motherfucker, it is a big deal.
Tries again to get it in. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on second down, this little third to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in a bind.
Holy shit. Catch that guy.
And they'll put that scoreboard operator to work and put 6 on the board. Well, just as you would expect, that didn't take very long.
It didn't.
The answer is yes.
You got to make great field position count. When you got opportunities, you got to pay it off. And the offense took advantage, scoring a touchdown. Didn't have far to go, but they got the points they needed.
And the extra point puts them on top,
but
21-7.
I got to do what I wanted to do, and I got to make my lightsaber, and I got to experience the making of the lightsaber and put it together and choose the parts. Cool.
Bring it out to the 25.
Yep. So now I want to make my own wand
The Buffalo offense headed
for
back
Harry
to the
Potter,
field.
or I want to choose my own
They hope
wand.
this next drive is more productive after throwing a pick last time, Jesse.
Yeah, and the coaches did a good job on the sideline there, just talking to the young quarterback and making sure he's able to turn the page, calm him down to go out and refocus this drive.
Yeah, and some people do that better than others, but you got to show some trust in him. Maybe get the ground game going, help around him a little bit with this system.
And here comes the offense on second down. To the air, it's Agbana. Got his man on the outside. Oh, it's loose. Oh, looks like the offense was able to recover.
Don't care.
I don't know if it was luck or
Don't care a
aggression or
bit.
just a fortuitous bounce, but at least they've got the ball back.
Well, one thing I do know, Reese, this running back has got to do a better job with ball security. You cannot turn the football over and expect to win this game. They're very lucky they were able to jump on top of that.
It falls incomplete, and we'll change into the field to get things started back up.
The end of the first quarter. Eastern Michigan, 21, Buffalo, 7.
Yeah, but you know, like I said, I mean,
Second down now,
I guess
they're ready to go back to work.
I guess Disney would be cool if he had a kid, but
He's looking to throw.
oh,
Nice
God, what a
defensive
swat.
play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
Oh, man. Quarterback almost just threw his second interception on as many drives. He's trying to fit that football in there. It gets tipped up in the air. He's
But-
lucky that it wasn't picked up.
There was a lot of
They keep
nostalgic
attacking through
Disney
the air.
shit that I saw that I was
Might
like,
be looking to
kids
run.
these days, they would not understand.
That's it, 5. Oh, man, another incompletion. That's 3 in a row. The Bulls will try to pin them back with the punt. He may keep that rush honest after completing a pass earlier. Nice directional kick there like a solid iron shot. The punt goes out of bounds, and a nice job to get them backed up. I think they'll spot it.
Yeah, and I will say it was really cool going to Epcot,
This has been exactly
visiting
the way
all
you
of the
draw
different
things up,
parts
David.
of
The offense has
the
really been
world
moving the football.
and
It's
drinking
been
their
great
beers.
execution. They
I went to a
exactly
British
what
pub
they
and had a
wanted to do.
Guinness.
Build the lead.
That was
Now
cool.
Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
Oh yeah, dude.
Motion from the
I
offense.
can't imagine how
Scanning
fucking
the
cool
field,
that
it's
would be.
Snyder. He's going to fire deep. And it was worth the game.
Goddamn ball, you motherfucker.
Man, you know, you always look back in games at single plays that turn the tide. And with this defense now trailing by 2 possessions, if they could have just caught the ball and gotten that pick, that potentially changes everything in this game. That was a missed opportunity.
They finally get him on the ground, but the big running play moves the change for the first down.
Well, the offense knew what they needed to get that first down, so they dial up the running play, and they get just enough to keep the drive alive.
He's going to pass. The quick out.
Fucking excuse the fuck out of me.
And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30. And the Eagles with the 1st and 10. Hands it off. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
You know, I think a big part of this isn't necessarily scoring a touchdown on that play, but you're just trying to get your offensive line in the rhythm of the game. Let those big fellas get lathered.
Defense there to stop him after a pickup of 2 down to the 15. 3rd down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. From the gun, wants to pass. Receiver looks it in, it's complete. They make the stop at the 5-yard line, and they've got it 1st and goal.
Perfect timing to call that pass play. 3rd and short down here in the red zone. Everybody in the stadium expecting you to run the football, and if you don't get it, maybe you kick a field goal, maybe you go for it.
And he's got it! Touchdown, Eagles!
And this receiver is on fire. He's got all the skills that you look for in a big-time target. And that's already his 2nd touchdown of the game.
Yeah.
Getting set for the point after. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Buffalo has it back, but see what the Bulls offense can do. They're down by 21 points, but you get a touchdown here, and you do at least apply a little game pressure, Jesse.
Yeah.
It's true. I think for them to get back in this one at this point now, they need the quarterback to play his best football.
Yeah.
He's going to have to be good really pre-snap, David, making sure they're in the right looks, and he's got to be really good with his decision-making.
He's got to be dialed in because defensively you're giving up points. So it's not like you have the luxury of your defense playing great. The offense is going to have to score and score pretty dang quickly.
Trying to get to him. Off the deflection, missed a great chance to force the turnover. Instead, it'll be 2nd down.
This is going to be a key that we look at this entire game. How can this defense find ways to affect this quarterback and get pressure on him? Because they felt coming into the game, if they could do that, they could affect him and influence this passing game.
That's awesome, man.
They've got a good chunk of ground to cover on 3rd and long from the 41. Back to throw, it's Agbana. Makes the grab. And he was knocked down immediately short of the line to gain. They'll have to make a decision here.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
And the Bulls will move the sticks with the 1st down.
I'm not a huge analytics guy, but on 4th and 1, if you're going to get pushed like that from your O-line, I say go for it every time.
Are you there? Okay. No, you're good.
The Bulls have this offense rolling. Comes out throwing on 1st down. Pulls it in. It's Henderson. Excellent job working through the air. They're finding a hole in that defense and picking up a 1st down.
My bad. Didn't mean to do that.
And there, you're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the 1st down.
It's 1st and 10
Yeah.
from the 38-yard line. from the gun, running back on the move. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Linebackers have such an amazing responsibility. Got to play run, got to play pass. How about this? Seeing the run aggressively, getting downhill, and getting in the backfield and making a tackle for a loss.
On second down, he'll fire. Finds his man. It's McMillan. And he's almost to that first down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the first down.
Yeah.
On third and short, they'll try to pick it up on the ground here. Really nice run there. Good, solid pickup, and they'll move the sticks with a first down.
That has got to be demoralizing if you're on defense, because they just ran the ball right up the middle, down your throats, and they gashed you.
From the red zone, looking for a man. Fires to the tight end.
Yeah.
They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall.
I'll say this, man. In college football, you see a lot of bad tackling.
Dude,
You didn't see it right there.
controller
That was
is
an
fucking
awesome
up
job.
on me.
First off, being there at the point of attack, once the tight end made the catch, there was no doubt he was going down. Great job form tackle.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Back to pass, it's Agbana. Makes the grab. And he was straining for the goal line, but the defense stopped him short.
Yeah, and I tell you what, when you stick these fast suckers in the slot, they don't have to be big. But you get those guys that are so quick in the slot, they can get great matchups, and I can get the ball to them quick because they're such dynamic playmakers.
Hold on. Uh-oh. Okay, there we go. I have a couple too, but this one Caitlin got me a couple of years
needs a
ago.
little something to feel good about going to halftime. A chance to chip away here on first and goal.
Fucking get in there, goddammit.
Score. Touchdown, Buffalo.
And nice job by this offense, putting the scoring drive together. And now listen, it's not even halftime yet. So keep fighting, going to halftime. Regroup. We found a little something on this drive. See if we can cut into this lead and continue to make this game closer and closer.
Oh, no. Oh.
And with the extra point, they trail by 2 touchdowns, 28-14. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge.
Those goddamn interceptions.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive.
I guess my kicker kind of sucks.
He'll bring it out. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped. When he brought it out of the end zone, he'll be stopped at the 15. Eastern Michigan has it back as the Eagle offense returns to the field. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can respond. All kinds of running room. The 30, the 20, he's at the 10. Touchdown, Eagles! And once he found some daylight, it was time to make a house call.
Pretty.
Has a dang young fella. I foresee some social media posts in his future. Not one, not 2, but 3 receiving touchdowns on the day. What a ball game.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And they split the uprights on the extra point. They're up 35-14. That one's going to get a
Yeah, you don't have to remind me the lead.
One play, explosive touchdown just like that. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Buffalo offense headed back to the field. They find themselves in a pretty deep hole here, but maybe a chance to grab a little momentum and regroup at halftime.
Yeah, a big chance. Like this is an opportunity. This is the biggest opportunity in front of them in the game right now. You got to get some points on the board. You got to create something positive, Jesse. There hasn't been a whole lot to be positive about in the first half.
If I'm playing quarterback, I'm locating my go-to guy at receiver. Who can I count on one-on-one to go and make me a play? Maybe even one-on-two. Who can go up, catch the ball, get us some yards, and get us some points?
Now they'll line it up from the 44 on 1st and 10. To the air, it's Agbana. The quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down, 2nd down coming.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to pull it.
Oh, no.
And he can't escape, and down he goes. They'll tell you that somebody's always going to pop open, but it didn't happen in time before they got the sack.
No, it did not. And you know what? I'm going to remember this. I'm going to remember zone defense. They didn't really have an answer. They weren't ready to get rid of the football. Quarterback hesitated. I got to him and got him on the ground. Might be a good call later on in the game.
Finds his big tight end. This is the absolute right call. They're going for it on 4th down.
You're damn right it's the right call.
He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Got it past the marker. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the 1st down. And the Bulls come to the line with a fresh set of downs. He'll come out throwing on 1st down. Unloads to the right.
Oh.
He got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete.
Yeah, and a really good job by the defender, understanding the ball's coming. I got to break on it and go, and not try to intercept it and make a bad play. He swats it down and makes sure that's an incompletion.
After the misconnection, it's 2nd down. He's looking to throw.
Oh.
That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. This drive was clicking along, but after a couple of misfires, threatening to stall out on 3rd and 10. Looking to throw, it's Agbana. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. He chucks one out to the right.
Oh.
End zone, and it's intercepted.
Quarterback never saw his guy early enough. He was open right away, but was just late getting him the ball. Receivers jumping up and down and saying, yo, I'm here, throw it to me.
Challenge.
By that time, the defense had already figured out where he was, and because of the late throw, they're able to come up with the interception.
Makes the catch down the right side.
Fucking excuse the fuck out of me.
Doesn't go down until he gets to the 48-yard line. You look to be backed up, and then suddenly you're not. Big play has him across the 50, and they'll have it 1st and 10. Unloads to the wideout. He's got an open man. He was loose and setting sail, and they stop him at the 6-yard line. Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. So that's going to do it here in the first half. Stay tuned to the halftime break.
It's only halftime? Okay,
Eastern
I got
Michigan will kick it deep to start the 2nd half. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Buffalo has it back. Let's see what the Bulls offense can do. When you're facing a deficit like this one to start the 2nd half, you really can't afford to waste a single possession.
Fresh start here in the 2nd half.
Damn.
It's the only way you can look at this if you're on offense. Things did not go your way there in the first half. It starts with one play. To get our confidence going, we just got to get something going early here on this drive.
One play, stay aggressive. Now I think I can be even more aggressive on 4th downs because obviously I've built a deficit. My defense has got to make some plays for me, too.
Going to try to pop one on the screen. And they knock him down, but he got past the line to gain.
And there you go. You see, you don't have to throw bombs to get big plays in the passing game. Just screen it to your running back. As soon as he catches it, he gets upfield. And how about the downfield blocking by these linemen and the wide receivers as they rip off that explosive play.
Back to throw, it's Agbana. A little release to the back. Makes him talk to the hand.
Makes him talk to the hand, he said.
Navigation to get through that traffic and get the first down.
Well, you've seen the last two plays now, this guy's versatility, and you've seen why he might be playing on Sundays in the not-too-distant future. This guy can catch the ball. He's a big part of their passing game, and he's a weapon and a guy that this defense has got to be ready for.
On the ground, it's Henderson.
It's just simple first down run, showing your physicality, setting your offense up in a good spot.
Second down coming up.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. He's looking to throw. And he drops it. Just took his eye off of it at the last minute.
Well, the receiver getting a little ahead of himself on that one. You saw him calling for the ball. He thought he was wide open. He thought that was going to be an easy catch. The ball finally gets to him, and he drops it. If you're going to call for the ball like that and call your shot, you've got to secure the catch.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. They're bringing heat. Makes the grab. It's Johnson.
Oh, thank God.
Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the first down at the 36. I was starting to think about what they would do if they didn't pick up the first down here, but I guess that's a moot point now.
Moot point for sure, and the head coach was probably telling them 4-down territory, we're going to kick a field goal, whatever the next decision was going to be, and now the OC's like, don't worry about it. New set of downs, nice execution by this offense.
You know, it's so important for offenses to want to keep 3rd downs manageable. The way you do that is by having success like that, running the football on 1st down.
The give to the running back from the shotgun. And maybe they want to try somewhere else because there is nothing doing in the middle of this defense.
True.
That's a really good stop by the defense, Jesse. They need a few more. You've given up a bunch of yards on this drive and a bunch of plays, but all that matters is keeping them off the scoreboard.
Yeah, it's that bend don't break mentality you're seeing right now, and this is the point
what
where this defense has just
kind
got to lock in.
Catch was that?
And he couldn't quite get to the marker, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. And on 4th down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal.
Oh, shit.
Now the kicker's going to throw it. And they get it done.
Hey!
And the gamble pays off as they pick up the first down. The Bulls come to the line with a new set of downs. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Snow. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. They've got a really good drive going, but a little speed bump here at 2nd and 13. They want to just keep throwing it. Caught in the backfield, it's Henderson. They get him down after he makes a catch. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
And the offense got themselves in a tough situation. 3rd and long, so hard to execute, especially when the field starts to shrink. But the good news is they got a field goal in their back pocket.
And the kicker delivers the 3 ball to finish off the drive. After putting up a 3-spot, the kickoff unit set to go.
Buffalo, 17.
And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. Eastern Michigan takes over as the offense heads to the field. Linebackers trying to create some confusion. Oh, he wants it all. Fires into a world of traffic, and it's picked off. And they'll
Perfect
close in
time to
on
use
him
your pick.
after a good return on the interception.
And that's just excellent coverage. Man, cover one, nowhere to throw the football. Look at everybody playing man across the board, and you still got the safety in the middle of the field. Nobody open, and if I'm the QB, man, I don't need to force it. I don't force it into tight windows if it's not there. He throws it, unfortunately, gets the interception. Bad decision by the QB there.
Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of a spot.
Well, the receiver was able to make the catch on the slant throw, and then he got north right away. He creased the defense with his speed, picking up extra yardage after catching the slant.
Caught in the backfield. It's snow. And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds.
God
It's so
damn
nice
it.
as a quarterback when you've got a guy like that working for you in the slot. He has such a good feel to find the open spaces in the defense. Just makes life so much easier for his quarterback.
They'll line up for a second down play. Off play action. They're trying to get to it.
God damn it.
And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Gotta go for it.
Pressure got to the
Oh,
QB
that's
that time. He was
3 and
trying to
5.
find his check down out of the backfield, but the hit forced the incompletion.
And this offense just
Hell yeah.
can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. Just outside the red zone as they pick up the first down.
I'm gonna venture to say you're right, because I don't know what you're talking about.
He found the cushion in the zone and got himself open for the first down.
Yeah, and you're taught to find that space. Now, don't run right into a zone defender who's sitting there looking at the quarterback and looking at you.
What the
Fuck kind of throw is that to a wide open ass?
Come back the other way. Nice job by the tight end finding that hole in the zone.
After missing the connection last time, it's 2nd and 10 from the 22.
Kirby was like, who the fuck is this guy?
Shotgun. He picks up 4. That'll leave them with 3rd and 6. And the Bulls are threatening in the red zone. Looking to throw, it's Agbana. Firing to the right, complete. Dragged down to the turf, but not before getting the first down.
And that's a really good example of a quarterback and his intended target both being on the same page. The timing was almost perfect on that play. That's why they were able to convert the 3rd down, now setting up 1st and goal.
The Bulls trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And they corral him at the 2-yard line.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive game,
I mean,
making your situation really.
And he takes it to the house.
the next movie that I want to see is Mortal Kombat, but I mean that's
His 3rd rushing touchdown.
I mean that's November.
Football team going. This guy is racking those points up for you. Cha-ching.
They're coming out with a bunch of good Halloween
Ready to
movies this
try the
year.
point after. And with the extra point, they now trail 35-24. So that's a 59-yard touchdown drive.
Twilight
And
Zone?
finish the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2.
Yeah, it's really shows. Shows are the thing.
He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25.
The Last of Us
Eastern Michigan
Part
has
2
it back
is
as
out
the Eagle
now.
offense returns to the field. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help the
Holy
quarterback
shit.
turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into the run.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off maybe get the ground game
Yeah,
going,
I mean,
maybe
it's
jumpstart this offense a little bit.
I haven't watched it yet, but The Last of Us Part 1 is always better
doesn't
than
find
Part
much
2.
running room, a short gain on the play.
And sticking to the run. I'll tell you what. A lot of
Well, I
teams
mean,
that
if they're
are
going to
really
follow
good
along with the story at all.
and they continue to run the football even with little success. So this offense is going to continue to focus on running the football. You can tell.
Looking down the middle.
They're not like absolute to the story, but they're following along with the
You're seeing college
timeline
football now
enough.
with spread offense and
And I
tempo
mean,
and
it's a
air raid. We're
good
seeing
story.
more and
Don't
more
get me
400-yard
wrong.
days, but
It's
I
just
can't
not
remember
as
the
good
last
as
time
the
I've seen one
first.
look as impressive as this guy has played today, David. He has been on fire.
And it's so annoying now because all the quick game is so good, and then you take shots when you get matchups, and you see tight ends now that move like wide receivers and running backs that move like receivers. There's so many ways that quarterbacks can hurt you now, and he showed all of it today.
I don't know if the quarterback read the coverage properly on that one, but obviously the result is an incompletion.
A third down play coming from the 32 as they try to keep the drive going. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up. Would have just been a 49-yard field goal try, but they're hungry for touchdowns, so they'll try to move the chains on fourth and short.
Oh, you motherfucker.
He showed it all there. A little looseness, a little power, and he's got the first down. That's the mindset of this entire offense. They're not going to let you off the hook just because it's 4th and 1.
And that running back, he wanted the ball, too. You could see there right after the third down play, looking at his sideline, saying, give me the ball. I want to go get this. I'm going to make a play for my team. And he comes through big time.
And they get him on the ground, and that'll probably do it for the third quarter.
That's the end of the third quarter. With the score, Eastern Michigan 35, Buffalo.
Up 29 for 45.
Second down here as they go back to work after the break. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Able to pick up a couple before he's knocked down. They mark it at the 10.
Oh, 100%.
Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. They're going to go to the air on 3rd and short. It's complete. Gets it inside.
Yeah, there's nothing to see, and then also you have...
Boy, the defense really needed to get off the field there, and they just
you
couldn't
have
do it, and it's a fresh
annoying
set
ass
of downs.
people in movie
And that hurts.
theaters.
When you're trailing late in the ball game, you need those stops, and you get them to 3rd down. You get them to those critical points. Now they get the 1st down. You don't have many left. You better get aggressive.
Well, I love the aggressive nature of the defense on that play. Everybody playing with eye discipline. They saw the pre-snap motion. They knew who had the football. And you saw guys play with excellent instinct, running downhill and making a tackle.
Dragged down at the 6 after a pickup
Never
of
really
2.
been into Indiana.
Unsuccessful second down, and now I'm immediately thinking, I got a little bit more than I want, so what are my pass plays? What am I going to get into here offensively to try to have success on 3rd down?
He snares it in the end zone. Touchdown, Eastern Michigan.
Salt into wound, right? Late in the 4th quarter, you can run the football, run this game out. No, sir. I'm going to continue to pad my stats, find my receiver out wide, and give me another touchdown.
Lining up to add another. And now with the extra point, they're up by 18 here in the 4th. Precise, relentless execution on that 13-play scoring drive. And they get it into the end zone with a 6-yard touchdown pass. And it'll come out
they're
to the
milking him.
25, no attempt at a return. The Buffalo offense headed back to the field. He'll start this drive firing.
Oh,
And
holy
that is
shit.
interception number 3 on the day. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
Heat up them pass rushers, bring in them DBs. That's what I'm doing in this situation. When I got the lead by a couple scores late in the ball game, in the 4th quarter, I'm going to rush the passer like crazy.
Oh, dude, the Stan Lee story is fucking sad as
Great
fuck.
job understanding.
I feel so bad for that guy.
If we get the interception, this one's almost over.
trying play action. Lets it go to the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was.
Yeah, he was like,
man right at the goal line.
he was like, I gotta fucking stand up and like talk to more fucking people. Are you kidding me? I'm 80,000 years old.
And you know, if you're the
I'm challenging that.
You just want to know where the sticks are. Maybe extend your route a little bit more so that you know you get the first down after making the catch. 4th and short now. Let's see what they do.
The coach still thinks he was right. The officials say he was not. The challenge is denied and the timeout is gone. On 4th down, trying to keep the drive alive with the run. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on.
Oh, that was 4th down?
This is so a Jesse Palmer move. Exactly what he would do. Continue to put the foot on the accelerator, try to rub it in. Can't win by enough. Gotta look good in the polls.
Throwing at their shoes. Fucked up.
Don't
they have gloves on their shoes?
To get some completions here, because now trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass, and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field to help them out in coverage.
Looking downfield, it's Agbana. Fires to the big fella. How about this backer in pass coverage and bringing the big hit stick with him too? You know, David, this is really what game managing is. Nice pickup on 2nd down to help them on the next play.
Yeah, and I think people look at that negative sometimes, finding a quarterback that's a game manager. No, use your brain. Set up good situations. I'm way more successful when I can keep those sticks in a more manageable situation, and I'm not as predictable on a 3rd down.
And the Bulls will line it up on 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. Throws
Oh, terrible.
Another interception. This guy just can't find his own players. And he's wrapped up after a...
Alright, I'm gonna call it, man. I need to wake up early.
That might be the exclamation point. 4th quarter, I got a lead. You bring on the nickel defense. You know they're passing the football.
Okay. Alright, brother. Later.